All right, my name is Gerald Campbell. Now I just want to hit you with a couple facts. Did you know that America has more prisons than universities and colleges? Did you know that they have the highest incarceration rate across the nation? I bet you didn't. A lot of people don't. That brings me to the subject at hand. African Americans. African Americans make up 13% of America's population. America's population. All right. Out of that 13%, they make up 40% of all U.S. arrests. Out of that 40%, they make up 50% of all the people that go to prison. Out of that 50%, they make up 50% of death row. All right. As a black male, you're more likely to get charged than your white predecessor will. Even if you guys do the same crime, you guys get tried the same way, everything. You're more likely to go to jail for a longer sentence or even go to jail, period, than he is. Even if it's a drug charge. Drugs is neck and neck for both of you guys. You're more likely to go to jail longer than he would. So that brings me to my topic today. Mass incarceration among black communities and the culture of black communities. All right. Mass incarceration is when they take a whole bunch of people, throw them in jail. But what they don't tell you is a lot of it is minorities, blacks, Latinos, like Asians, Hawaiians, Tongans, Samoans, all that. White people don't really go to jail as much. Now, with that being said, mass incarceration leads to racial profiling. In media, you see a whole bunch of black people going to jail or minorities going to jail, doing the same thing that a white person could do or has done, but getting less of a sentence. That brings up stereotypes. Once you hear those stereotypes, you automatically assume that when you walk by me being a white male, you walk by me, you're probably going to be really aggressive or bump me or be some type of rude towards me for no reason. That's because that's what I see in the media. Now, when I walk by you, I automatically assume by the media standard that you're going to be nice to me. You know what I mean? Or you're racist. It's either one or the other. All right. So with that being said, those stereotypes cause for unwanted attention on our behalf, on a minority's behalf. All right. Did you know that they started this thing called Stop and Frisk? They do it in New York and California. I don't know if they do it everywhere, but I know those are the hot spots because those are city places. A Stop and Frisk is when they have the permission to stop you, even if you're not in a group of 5 or more, to stop you and frisk you. They can even throw you in the back of their vehicle. All right? When they do that, it's not fair. It's not fair at all. Because think about it. What are you doing wrong that the next person was doing? Like, let's say you and a white person was walking by each other, just walking. He stops you. White dude keeps on walking. Y'all was walking right by each other. Nothing happened. He says, "I saw you first, so I stopped you." There's nothing against you. It's not your race. But on justicesentencing.org, there was a police officer that said that they stop more black people than they do white people. That's his exact words. Bottom line, clean cut. That's it. I stop more black people than I do white people. Why? What are they doing that's different? Nothing. It's just what I automatically assume they're doing something wrong. So that brings me to my next thing. With that, it comes aggression. With aggression comes escalation of force. With escalation of force comes brutality. It's all okay because in their line of work, they can escalate their force as much as they want, making room for police brutality. Because we're tired of getting stopped or pulled over when we're not doing nothing wrong. So we automatically assume, like, yo, man, like, I'm not going to give you this. I'm not going to tell you what my name is, where I live. I ain't do nothing wrong. They throw you on the ground. They might break your arm. They tase you. Something like that. Then you go to jail for resisting arrest. When in reality, you didn't resist arrest, but at the same time, you didn't do nothing wrong. Some people say you should just give them the information, man, and just went on about your day and called it a day. Went on about your business, you know? But a lot of people are like, nah. Minorities specifically are like, no, that's not fair. All right? Once they go to jail, they get incarcerated at a high rate. They start to break down families. That's where families start to get broken, and we start to lose our African American culture, our African American heritage, and we start to not know about our roots. We don't know where we really came from. Yeah, we got movies and special effect, like special time on BET once a year. We got a month for once a year, but we really don't know anything about anything. So, with that being said, brings forth racial disparities and in the justice system, based off of the justice system. All right, a racial disparity is just like, basically, to sum it all up, a stereotype, kind of in a way. All right, that leads to misguided black children because they don't have nobody in their family. You know what I mean? To look up to as a black male. Black males are more than likely to go to jail. 1 out of 3 black males go to jail, off tops in their lifetime. So with that being said, that affects their behavior at home and at school. That puts them in a position where, oh, all I know is the streets. That's what I'm gonna grow up in. And basically, what I'm saying is, all of this is just to open your eyes up to the community at hand. In conclusion, I want to say, if we stopped and actually looked and didn't let society or the media control how we thought or felt about another race, then we would be more open-minded to the things at hand. We would see more of the racial disparities and everything else happening in culture.